The same goes with Arellano University, currently with a winning streak, but they're going up against St. John's Institute na may perfect record dito sa ating tournament. Both teams, labanan ng Azul, St. John Institute kontra Arellano University High School for our second game in this quadruple header Wednesday in the 2026 Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitationals. Still Daphne Crisobal here with Dana Del Rosario earlier. University of Santo Tomas won over 1 Lasal in straight sets, seeing our updated team standings. Nangunguna na dyan ang UST with 4-0. St. John's Institute, one of the two teams na meron ding perfect record with a 3-0.
So we can see Arellano University High School at the third spot there, and with the loss of LaSalle earlier, puts them at number 4. And followed by Pacific Volleyball Academy, and again Pusong Azul and Perfect Set Dreammakers tied at 0-4. Again, looking for their first win today.
And talking about itong panig ng St. John's Institute, kahapon nanalo sila kontra Perfect Set Dreammakers. Again, just like UST, never dropped a set here in our tournament. Yesterday, they won 25-16 and 25-15.
Yes, as we can see in their statistics, tallying 23 as opposed to the 14 spikes of the Perfect Set Dreammakers. 2 blocks kontra yung 1 block ng Perfect Set Dreammakers, and 13 service aces versus the 1 of the Perfect Set Dreammakers.
Our Player in Focus is presented by pusupi.com. Join now for free. It is the 16-year-old, the pride of Bacolod, Eds Escultura. Actually, last match nila kahapon, she delivered 9 points coming from 5 attacks and 4 aces.
Yes, as we can see, Escultura, who stepped up for the Falcons and finished with 9 points with 5 attacks and 4 service aces, and is the best showing in the tournament so far.
Really, some help na nakukuha ni Kay Raceles courtesy of Eds Escultura. Sa kabilang panig naman, ito Arellano University High School. They defeated itong Perfect Set Dreammakers in straight sets, 25-15 and 25-14.
Again, a 2-set win for Arellano, tallying 29 spikes against the 16 of the Perfect Set Dreammakers. And again, services just really taking over for Arellano versus the 1 of the Perfect Set Dreammakers.
Of course, one of the catalysts of Arellano University in their winning streak has been the play of Cassandra Paralejas, who played a key role in their wins in the past 2 games against Pusong Azul. She scored 15 points. Against Perfect Set Dreammakers naman, 7 points ang ibinahagi niya.
Yes, as we can see, her 15 and 7 points just really paving the way for the wins, and just really playing a key role as well as their victory over these 2 teams, finishing with her best performances so far of the tournament, being named the MVP of the match.
Of course, the 17-year-old Cass has a crucial role for Arellano University High School. Will they be able to hand St. John's Institute their first loss here in the tournament? Let's find out in just a moment.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Presenting our game officials for match number 15. First referee, Philip Nunez. Second referee, Ranji Padayaw. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Playtime Philo Center in San Juan. This is the 2026 Shakey Super League Junior National Invitationals. This is match number 15 in the preliminary round between the St. John's Institute and Arellano University. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for St. John's Institute, starting with their team captain, outside hitter number 23, Keira Celis. Outside hitter number 2, Cristel Mirasol. Opposite hitter number 7, Cara Feril. Middle blocker number 14, Athena Magbanwa. Setter number 16, Luis Heraldizo. Middle blocker number 20, Carila Escultura. And their starting libero number 18, Samantha Young. And the head coach of St. John's Institute is Mr. Ralph Joren Savillano. And now, here's the team lineup for Arellano University. Starting with their setter number 10, team captain Jamie Ignacio. Middle blocker number 4, Demi Vargas. Outside hitter number 6, Nicole Borja. Middle blocker number 8, Faith Suico. Outside hitter number 12, Casey Paralejas. Opposite hitter number 13, Nina Kahanap. And their starting libero number 11, Alyssa Villaluz. And the head coach of Arellano is Mr. Alan Camu. It's SJI versus Arellano.
It's going to be St. John's Institute taking on Arellano University High School for our second game. Here, Cristel Mirasol for St. John's Institute, mga mangunguna. Heraldizo, Escultura, Magbanwa, Celis, Mirasol, Feril and Young for SJI. For Arellano naman, Ignacio, Vargas, Suico, Paralejas, Borja, Kanahap, and Villaluz. This is our second game in this 4-game lineup this Wednesday, day 4 out of 7 for our juniors and national invitationals in the Shakey Super League, still live in the Playtime Phil Oil Arena. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Daphne Cristobal here with Dana Del Rosario. Set number 1 underway. And we like how we opened itong ating unang laro kanina with UST securing their 4th victory. Medyo challenge sila according nga rin kay Nicole, no, in the second set. Pero ganda na they still maintain that perfect record here in our league.
Yes, and now we're going to see the second top team go against Arellano University, and we'll see how they continue their winning streak here.
And the Feril will be drawing first blood para sa panig ng SJI.
It's a very smart hit, just using the hands of the blockers again. Miscommunication on the side of Arellano University.
Dana, you were also a playmaker yourself. Can you share with us lang din, no? Ano yung mga naging challenge sa'yo? And of course, also allowing your spikers to shine. Ano yung challenges or yung mahihirap na role bilang isang setter?
Well, of course, the leadership talaga. Kailangan ikaw ikaw yung driver ng team eh. Kapag walang set, hindi maayos yung set, walang offense. And as we can see, ang ganda nung set to the middle. That's what we want as setters, to be able to give our middles the best sets we can. Kasi nga, pag walang first ball, minsan mahirapan tayo mag-set para sa kanila, di ba?
Parang hindi daw lagi talaga nabibigyan yung middle
Correct.
blocker. So, ang ganda na ngayon. Second point pa lang ng SJI, na-activate na agad si Escultura.
Yes.
You go to the open this time. You've been seeing a lot of long rallies so far just to earn points after another. Grabe yung effort para maisalba yung bola na yon for Arellano University. That was courtesy of Borja, but unfortunately, ang puntos na yan makukuha ni Cristel Mirasol.
Ganun talaga sa volleyball. Ano, buwis buhay talaga. For a point is a point, and we will really do anything to get that point.
So far, kalatang puntos para sa SJI, and of course, their team captain, Keira Celis, will be earning her first point This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
As we always say, no, service is the first line of offense. So talagang pag offensive ang service, talagang it really dictates the game.
Some activation from the middle. Yeah, they were able to read that one well. Talking about SJI, underhand set. They go to their go-to player. That push won't work. And Mirasol with her second conversion.
A good attack by Mirasol there, just targeting again zone 6. Walang tao doon para sa Arellano. And sumabit pa yung ball sa net, so medyo nag-slow down siya, but still really targeting the right spots here.
The formidable names para sa St. John's Institute. Alam natin, iba yung pagpapakilala ni Keira Celis eh. Pero it's not just a solo team for her. Malaking tulong na meron kang Eds, Eskultura sa gitna, getting some contributions also from Crystal Mirasol and even Ferrell. Paralejo denied. Great coverage. I like the rally so far, but that off-speed miscalculated by Nina Kahanap.
A little bit under that ball. A little bit also too early on that attack. So medyo nalunod siya doon. Seeing a bit of unforced errors here on the side of Arellano.
Second service ace. Correction, first one. This time that will come from Eds Escultura. Everyone chipping in points for SJI. Timeout muna tayo.
Okay, kung yung set mo, ganito na kalayo, sobrang kapos pa. Diba? Umangat naman ng maayos, oh. Bilisan mo lang yung galaw mo. Makakatake tayo basta tama yung set. Liza. Alam mo yung black 1, di ba? Pattern 1. Oh, madalas dito naman, bibihira naman yung bola nila rin eh. Black 1 din, black 1. Hanapin mo muna yung bola.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now.
As we can see here, St. John's Institute just really capitalizing on their services. Hinahirapan yung depensa ng Arellano.
So far, St. John's Institute, their advantage is that ball distribution na meron courtesy of Heraldizo. You like how she has been activating all of her spikers so far. At ang gagaling din ng ball placement nila. They know where to put the ball kaya nakukuha nila yung mga puntos.
Correct. But as I say that, St. John's Institute committing a service error.
Sharp cross.
Yes, what an angle. And another timeout here.
Heading towards our first technical timeout, a 5-point advantage for SJI.
Diba? Eto ka, oh. Pagka nag-block dito. Ganyan, eto.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Back in action here in the Playtime Philoil Arena. This is our second game between St. John's Institute going up against Arellano University. And right now, Arellano University High School looking for an answer in those solid hits by SJI, led by Crystal Mirasol so far with 3 points already on this game.
Again, the service aces of St. John's Institute. I mean, nakita naman natin sa last game nila, di ba? 13-1 aces. So we can see here, they're really capitalizing on that. Kaya ang laki ng lamang nila.
They're really starting from those services. Kaya parang kanina yung sa unang laro din natin, no? For UST, solid yung mga service nila. At natamaan pa ang ating first referee doon. But a conversion finally here for Arellano University after that back set. Just really waiting for her moment here for Nina kahanap. Paradiso, back sets. Not the best coverage there in that attack by Magbanwa.
It was also a good read by Arellano.
One-on-one situation at the net, and it was Borja who was able to earn that block point. Just a 4-point game here. Back-to-back points para sa Arellano. Borja with that off-speed. Mirasol once again down the line as a point.
Mirasol here leading the offense of St. John's Institute. Again, the variation of attacks is very evident here. Using the hands of the blockers down the line, targeting zone 6.
4 na puntos na agad para kay Cristel Mirasol. Hailing from La Castellana in Negros, then moved in Talisay. Sa Bacolod na yan. Speaking of some Bacolod talents, Keira Celis will try to negotiate with that attack, asking for a hand check.
Unfortunately, we do not have the benefit of the challenge here, so referee's call.
So
They have a cushion here anyway, so
actually try to get back itong panic ng SJI. And that advantage that they have, kailangan na lang talaga nila alagaan eh. Miscommunication for SJI. We talked about how they have to maintain this advantage. But back-to-back points.
again, it's unforced errors like this that, you know, teams, not only SJI, but, you know, teams in general would want to avoid because nakakapatay talaga ng momentum eh.
Better reception. Celis will try to redeem that point. Ganda ng coverage dun sa likod. Borja, this time their own block point for St. John's Institute. They needed that one.
It's a good read by Dandasan.
4-point game here after that solid block point. But again, those errors also for SJI. I don't think Coach Obet Javier is present today for Arellano University High School. So it's assistant coach, Coach Alan, calling the shots. Celis, with a bit of delay, really made sure that she will target that leather pretty well.
Strong spike by Celis here. Targeting zone 6 yet again. That seems to be the weak spot of Arellano.
Again, the first loss of Arellano University came from University of Santo Tomas during our day 1 ng ating unang araw. But after that one, nakabalik din sila. Nasa winning momentum din sila. But right now, well challenged by the undefeated team SJI.
Bit of miscommunication as we've been having here.
5-point advantage for SJI. Access denied, says St. John's Institute.
Another block.
Ganda ng
Again,
close out nila dun eh.
The blockings of St. John's just really working for them here. giving them a 6-point cushion. Again, back-to-back blocks.
We mentioned that they're starting from their services, but this time, even on the defensive side, led by Keira Celis, they've been doing wonders at the net.
Really reading the spikers rather of Arellano. Towering over very well.
This is the same lineup that they had during the recent Shakey's Gville Rising Stars Cup para sa panig ng St. John's Institute. At ngayon, a chance for them to execute. Combination play, hand check, granted.
What a combination play by St. John's Institute. Executed very well.
They are in the upper hand, 16-8. Pagpunta natin sa ating second technical timeout.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
So back in action here in our second game between St. John's Institute. It's currently on top by 8 points, 16-8. Meanwhile, Arellano University High School getting some struggles in their first ball. And whenever they have, they couldn't get it across with that solid net defense by the Falcons.
But that, unfortunately, is a net ball. 4 touches. Again, unforced errors here.
Even after that second technical timeout, Coach Alan forces to call for another time.
Good. Lamang na sila eh. O, ano bang gagawin? Pag natakot na kayo sa gagawin nyo, huwag kayo nang papalo, huwag kayo maniguro, balutin nyo yung bola. Basta importante, meron ka ng target. Dahil hindi tayo makapalo na maayos, wala tayong pinapasa. Okay lang yan. Sayahan nyo lang.
That shuttle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now. Correction, there's actually Coach Obet Javier present here at the venue. So just some words of encouragement coming from Coach Obet na wag bigyan ng kumpiyansa itong SJI so that they could also create their own momentum here in the opening set.
Correct, and then being up by more than 10 here. Rather, 10 points.
Lucky break para sa Arellano University. Dun sa mga rare opportunities na may errors itong SJI, dun din sila pwedeng magkaroon ng spark to find the rhythm here. Substitution will happen. Landasan will be inserted in for the very first time. Back set. Celis with a different angle that will sail out.
Miscalculated that spike there. Trying to use the hands of the blockers, but failed on that attempt. Pero knowing her, babawi yan. SJ just up by 17. By 7 rather.
Celis once again a bit awkward in that push. Back row kill, scramble defense for SJI.
Arellano here getting a couple of points after that timeout.
Kahanap. Just really challenging the defenders of SJI. This is a 3-0 run para sa Arellano University after that timeout called by Coach Obet Javier. Great dig by Dandasan.
Lucky break.
That's inside. Point for Arellano.
Good backline spike there. Just dropping at the end line.
Niña Cat.
Defenders miscalculating that.
Back-to-back points for Kahanap. And 4 consecutive points delivered. Make that 5-0 run.
Service ace here.
What a response here for Arellano with 5 consecutive points. 4-point game, timeout tayo.
Nato tayong excited sa receive. Nasa taas pa yung bola, kinukuha na natin. Nantayin natin sa baba. Okay? Kumuha lang tayo. Bumuntos na tayo. 4 na sunod-sunod na error na tayo. Ano gagawin natin? Side out tayo. We have to make a point. I-pressure point natin to. Kailangan natin pumuntos. Huwag natin hayaan na yung lamang natin mahahabol. Naintindihan? Okay, pressure tayo sa puntos ngayon. Let's go.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now.
Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Coach na aalagaan nila yung lamang nila, di ba? Because they've been up for almost 10 points. Now Arellano with a 5-0 run.
Another solid service. Attack from the back. Sa gitna. Ganda ng basa. From the open. That was Suizo. And that will still sail in.
Suizo just contributing a couple of points here for Arellano. Very smart hit. Just going down the line.
They
Off
continue.
speed.
Yeah, they continue the 6-0 run for Arellano University, and so Coach RJ decided to insert in their second setter, which is Ferrer, to spell a difference in orchestrating the offense for SJI. Ferrer back sets. Peril. Suizo tried to adjust in that setup. Tapik lang para kay Celis. At puntos yan finally an answer here.
Celis finally stopping the bleeding for St. John's Institute. Again, hindi kailangan puro palo. Just using her smarts there and just outsmarting the blockers and the defense of Arellano.
Like her shoes. Sabrina 3. Ganda ng colorway eh.
Unfortunately, committing a service error there.
Again, they were up here by as much as 9 points earlier. At ngayon, 3 puntos in this 7-1 run by Arellano University High School. Tables have turned in terms of momentum. Ferrer back sets. Speaking Escultura, they needed some activation from the middle.
Escultura being very smart with her hit. Just targeting the end line there. A bit of a mishit, but lucky break.
Great first ball. Sa gitna rin. Para sa panig ng Arellano. Ferrer with that bump set. Picking Mirasol. Ignacio setting it up from the opposite side.
Again, Kahanap just contributing points for her team.
Ferrer. Nalunod si Magbanwa. Doon sa setup na yun.
Miscommunication there.
17, serving 19.
Soizo with another solid service. Mirasol not giving easy chances for Arellano. Ignacio back sets and massive hit.
Again, Kahanap just variating her attacks here. Being the leading scorer so far for Arellano.
14 out. Number 13 is Sophie Pamplona.
Now they're just behind by a point. Let's see if they can catch up here and get the set, or will St. John's Institute dominate? Again, the service errors and the unforced errors just making it difficult for them.
On deck to serve for SJI.
Now SJI just needing 5 points to close out this set.
Ignacio picking Borja in that sequence. Ball tapped by Cristel, won't work. Down the line, guarded by Celes, over receive. No one was there for that second leather.
Substitution for Arellano. 4 out. Number 9, Shakey.
Again, Kahanap with her variations attacks, just continuing being very dominant on the net.
It has always been Kahanap here for Arellano University. Down 9 earlier. And imagine an opportunity to even tie things up here in the opening set. Ball tapped from the middle. Guarded by Ignacio. Miscommunication for the Lady Chiefs.
Again, their miscommunication and unforced errors breaking their momentum. But what we want to see also from St. John's is more points from them and not only scoring off of the unforced errors of the other team.
So again, midway, Maclina, Ferrer, both of them are inserted in here, but Cristel Mirasol leading the way even from the service area.
Serving for SJI, Cristel Mirasol.
Good serve.
Another strong one. Back row hit by Mirasol. Ignacio. Pinigay sa gitna. Andun si Cristel. Ferrer. Playmaker this time. Going for that hit, but too much muscle.
A little bit under that ball also. Let's see if Arellano can spark a comeback here and get the set.
Yesterday, etong si Kahanap delivered 6 points in their win. Mukhang mahigitan niya yung performance na yun. With how she has been stepping up so far in the opening set. 2-point game, miscom para sa panig ng SJI.
As we can see, the hits of Arellano here, they're not very strong, but very, very effective, which is what we want to see.
Now the pressure is actually on the side of SJI, especially that they were in advantage by as much as 9 points earlier.
Arellano breaking their own momentum here, which again is not what they want, especially that they were able to catch up with the score of St. John's Institute.
Only 2 points away, itong SJI in securing the opening set. Ignacio taking Borja, no entry. Says Escultura in that sequence.
Escultura has been having really good blockings today. That's what we want to see from them.
That's even how they started here in set number 1, bringing her team at set point opportunity, 24-21. What an answer. Battle of our middle blockers this time. Faith Suico That Smart Powered Up play was brought to you by the new Smart Power All 109. Load now.
Targeting the sideline there.
One set point saved para sa Arellano University High School. They pick Celis.
Celis closing that set for us. The very powerful spike.
Well challenged here in the opening set was St. John's Institute, up 9 earlier, pero regardless, sila ang makakuha ng set 1, 25-22.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
F2 Logistics. We'll climb mountains and cross oceans to make sure we move your cargo as fast and safe as possible, because your cargo is our business. F2 Logistics. Let's move now.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
$25-22 as our set number 1. St. John's Institute making sure na sila pa rin ang makakuha ng ating opening set despite being well challenged by Arellano University, led by Nina Kahanap with 6 points so far. But for SJI, kalat ang scoring sa kanila. Dana, you got Eds, you got Kara, and even Crystal, 5 points each for these players.
Yes, and as we can see, where St. John's Institute became very dominant was their services at the start of the set, which made them get a really, really big lead.
Really, that consistency in the tail end was necessary after that finish by their team captain, Kara Celis. But in terms of our numbers, hindi tayo nagkakalayo sa atake. Lamang lang ng isa itong SJI.
Yes, and as we can see, also the blocks of SJI and their aces also that really made them get this set. But let's see if Arellano can answer back this set.
This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set number 2 underway. Again, this is our day 4 of 7 in the Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitationals. Here in the elimination round, you only have best of 3 sets. Pagdating natin ang semifinals on Friday and our finals on Saturday, best of 5 sets na tayo. So only top 4 teams in this single round robin will immediately proceed into our final 4.
Like we said a while ago, SJI being very dominant in the serving department, tallying 4 service aces at the previous set and now still at it. Having said that, just committing a service error.
Those blocks, those aces. Para sa panig ng SJI, really a big contribution for them to seal the opening set. Meanwhile, in terms of attacks, hindi sila nagkalayo. Celis, so well-read.
Blockers of Arellano just reading Celis very well. Alam nila kung saan ibibigay ng setter, especially sa mga times na ganito. It's really taking advantage of Celis in the front line.
Net touch was called against Eds Escultura though. Great intention.
But again, unforced errors. Net infraction there.
Great up by Cristel. Celis from the right pin.
Celis can just really spike from anywhere, right? Kahit saan, dominant. Tingnan mo naman yung talon niya. Talagang gusto niyang patayin yung bola kaagad. Unfortunately, committing a service error there. Again, unforced errors from both teams.
It's really a test of consistency for both squads. But so far, St. John's Institute here in our tournament won over. Won Lasal in their first game against Pusong Azul, against Perfect Set Dreammakers, and looking forward to bag their fourth win. Great tap by Kahanap there. Ball up, longest rally here in the second set. And Mirasol says, I'm gonna take care of this.
Mirasol also being very dominant, just helping Celis out with the offense.
Crisel Mirasol, nagpapakilala para dito sa panig ng St. John's Institute. Only started playing volleyball when she was 9 years old, and currently she is 16. Escultura this time with an ace.
Again, their services. Giving Arellano a hard time.
High up by Mirasol. There was a net touch for Arellano.
Again, minsan nagigigil talaga yung mga blockers natin, di ba? Di nila napapansin na natatouch na nila yung net pag tumatalon. But good intention.
Ignacio goes back to the open. What's actually
A facial there.
immediately apologizing was Tina Kahanap in that sequence after that solid hit. Straight facial hit against Escultura.
But as we can see, Kahanap just really contributing majority of the points here.
Yeah, really heavily relying on Kahanap, especially that Cassandra Paralejas is silent on this game. High push. Tulak din para sa SJI. Ignacio sa gitna, ipinadaan. Puntos yan for May Vargas.
That was a good activation there for the middle blocker. Sakto, walang tao sa likod eh. It's the best time to give their middle blockers. Just activating them and taking advantage of the defense.
Back set this time. Great read at the net. That was Borja. Deep cross.
What an angle by Mirasol.
Cristel May Mirasol started her playing years in Rafael B. Lacson Memorial High School. Discovered by Coach Tep, one of the coaches in Negros. Kilala yun sa mga nagde-develop din in grassroots programs. And right now, just doing wonders for SJI. Great coverage by Cristel. That did not go over.
That is a double contact called by the referee. As we can see here, it is a much closer second set.
Kanina may separation itong SJI ng 9 points. This time,
Di na pumapayag ang Arellano na lumayo pa ang SJI.
Cristel with the help of the net, zone 1 was her target.
Pero di rin papayag si Mirasol.
The pride of La Castellana in Negros, Cristel Mirasol leading SJI, forcing ito sa ating unang technical timeout in the second set.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Back in action here in the Playtime Fuel Oil Arena for the 2026 Shakey Super League Juniors National Invitational, set number 2. And just a tight ball game so far. Completely different on what happened during the opening set. Arellano University High School finding themselves in a better position in contrast dun sa set 1 kung saan mas nag-struggle sila. But as we say that, yeah.
Too much angle there for Kahanap this time. Meanwhile, Mirasol here being very aggressive in all departments.
Ganda nung Mirasol, kahanap na showdown sa larong ito. And right on cue,
Binabawi ni Kahanap. So, more cross-court angle on that. Targeting zone 1.
and I think in tournaments like this, mas nagkakaroon sila ng chance na okay, nagkakaroon sila ng variety of attacks. After a certain play, next one, pwedeng makabawi agad.
Which is good for these young talents, you know, just the experience that they get from this. Paano babawi, paano makapuntos. Just the overall exposure they have here.
Just a 2-point game as Ignacio goes to the open. Pamplina was there for that dig. They pick Celes. That sudden change of her body to go for that quick swipe.
It was a very smart hit by Celes. The defense of Arellano expecting her to go for that strong spike. Especially kanina, nabablock na siya eh. So, ngayon, variation of attack. Went for a drop ball.
3-point separation, make that 4 after that much-needed service ace. I guess para sa panig ng SJI, it is Pamplina who wasn't part of the starting 6. But you like how Coach RJ allowed her to stay all throughout here. Became actually a starter here in the second set.
Back-to-back service aces. Again, St. John's Institute just being very aggressive with their services.
Kung minsan dana, no? Yun yung mga kailangan. Kumbaga, bunot lang from the bench. And yeah, an impact here.
Again, a separation that we're seeing. just because of the service aces. And Celis now making sure that Arellano doesn't get a hand on that ball.
And I think what also changed here in the second set, although we were talking about it earlier, Dana na mas dikitan eh. Pero ngayon, unti-unti nagpo-pull away itong SJI. Probably because they're playing much more loose. Because kanina din nung humahabol ng set 1, no, nag-iiba yung body language nila eh. Ngayon, mas ngumingiti na rin sila. Mirasol and Celis, their tandem with 8 points. 9 na yan bigla para kay Celis. Escultura rather with 6.
Celis and Mirasol just being the bright lights here for SJI. Pamplona still serving. Another strong serve.
Ignacio to Soyko. You like those quick hits.
And again, the activations of the middle blockers. Very aggressive there.
So whenever there's first ball, you can guarantee some activation from the middle para sa Arellano University. But still, that presence by Cassandra Paralejas were missing in today's game. Their own service ace this time, courtesy of Nicole Borja.
SJI mishandling that receive.
You've been targeting Celis in those services. Ignacio to Cassandra. Finally, that long cut.
What a hit here by Paralejas, targeting zone 6, where there are no defenders. We like the aggressiveness that we're seeing from her.
Like how they did not risk that first ball. Ignacio underhand set. Cassandra finding her groove here midway set number 2.
Back-to-back points here. Just targeting that same zone, you know. I mean, when you make a point, why change it? So,
Tumatarget na sila rito. Okay, pag sila dito, ito, huwag ka rito. Makakagulo ka. Dito ka banda. Ibigay mo yung way na to papunta sa kanya.
Nicole yan, coach.
Palo ng open, sumagat ka rito ha. Huwag mo itindihin yung bola tatakbo rito. Tatrabahin mo, bahala ka dito. Dalawa. Pag kumapot yung bola, dito ka banda. Kumapot yung bola dito ka banda. Huwag kang papasok ka lo. Mahaba naman yung palo. Ready ka. Overage tayo.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now.
more technical reminders this time on the side of SJI.
Naging specific na yung instructions dito ni Coach RJ. Ibang timpla ng pag-orchestrate ng opensa ang hinahanap niya. So, babalik. Isa sa mga laging magic bunot niya, Ferrer will handle the offense for SJI. Just a 3-point deficit. Ferrer picking their go-to player, Celis. Miscalculating that one.
Lucky break there for Arellano. Hanggat di pa bumabagsak yung bola, buhay pa yan.
Not the best way to respond after the timeout called by Coach RJ. This is all of a sudden a 2-point game. Short serve, targeting Celis once again. Escultura dumping the leather. Aatras sila. Celis set up pretty close at the net. 1-2 play. Nabasa ni Ferrer. Ferrer, Celis down the line.
Better attack here from Celis. Going down the line, variating her shots. Kasi kanina, di ba, nakita natin nababasa na ng blockers.
Using so much power in that down-the-line kill. 3-point game, 16-13.
The Shakey Super League 2026 National Invitationals would like to thank the following official.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Unli and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
Lapit mga katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
May 3 points itong panig ng Arellano University High School, but they've been trying their best to hang on tight against the undefeated St. John's Institute. Still coming to life dito sa Playtime Field Oil Arena, just our second game. Let's see how SJI will try to maintain being in control of this ball game.
However, committing a service error. Again, breaking their momentum after that hit by Celis before the timeout. Now they are just 2 points behind.
Pasok itong si Dandasa na service specialist for Arellano, just a 2-point deficit. Ferrer picking Celis one-on-one at the net.
Celis being very dominating on that open. Not the best set, but still is able to convert and use the hands of the blockers. Destroying the block there.
Another performance for Keira Celis to showcase a double-digit production for SJI right on cue. A service ace, back-to-back points for their Capitana, the future of DLSU. Stepping up here for SJI, 18-14.
Nakakabay na. Samahan nyo ng break ng mga. Kaya pa yan.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109 load now. Just a 4-point game here, and a timeout was called here para sa panig ng Arellano University after that back-to-back conversions by Keira Celis with a dozen of production here coming from 8 attacks, 1 block, and 3 aces.
Again, in all departments, just being very dominating.
Pero na-jinx ata.
Oo nga eh. Pero for sure, babawi yan. As usual.
Pinakitaan kasi ng graphics eh.
Oo nga eh.
Lumabas na yung service. But this is already the 4th game that Keira Celis will deliver a double-digit production para sa St. John's Institute. Escultura, mind you.
Again, we like the activation of the middle blockers here. At the same time, how they also convert when they're given the ball and the set.
Hailing from Bacolod, itong si Eds Escultura. Currently taking up ABM, grade 11. And
Parallejas just overcooking that one. Too much muscle.
20 serving 15.
And with the
Another
help
service
of the
ace.
net, Eds Escultura.
Grabe tong services talaga ng SJI.
8 points for Eds Escultura. Make that 9 points for it.
Back-to-back service aces here for SJI.
It's Escultura leading in the tail end of our second set. She shared with me that it seems like she'll be heading into the Adamson University.
Wow.
Nadjinx ko talaga pag
Nadjinx.
kinukwentuhan ko sila ng background eh.
Six out and number 3, Pia Suizoy.
Double substitution here.
Suizo and Guno will be inserted in here. But they're down by 6 points. Crystal. Ganda ng dig sa likod. Off speed. Ignacio goes to the middle.
Sayang, that would have been a good placement shot. Little bit too strong there. And there's also no check ball called by the referee.
7-point game as another timeout here for Arellano.
Maganda ulit yung bola, pamasok na, di ba? Tapos pilit mo pipilit sa kanya na, sa kapag may chicken eh. Subukan mo naman si Arak. Baka may sabi yan eh. Subukan mo.
Go, Ara.
That huddle was powered by Smart Power All 109. Load now.
SJI only needs 2 more points to close out this match.
Serving 16.
Only 2 points away itong SJI in securing their 4th victory, just like UST earlier. Ignacio goes to the open. Those productions, those hits, it's what they need here on this ball game.
Kita natin yung Arellano, lumalaban pa din sila. They're not going to let SJI, they're not going to give them a easy time here.
Serving for Arellano, Hazel Tabueno.
Some substitutions happen para sa Arellano. And that crucial service error will bring SJI now at match point opportunity.
Substitutions for SJI.
Again, unforced errors, just getting the best of them. The crucial moments of the game.
17, Eileen Yamsonin.
Now a few substitutions for SJI at match point.
SJI is now at match point. Serving for the match, Eileen Yamson.
24-17. Looking for a sweet ending. Itong panig ng SJI. Strong serve by Yanson.
Mishandling that attack. Now SJI remains undefeated and on top together with UST.
Still with a perfect record. Itong panig ng St. John's Institute. 4-0. They were well challenged in the tail end of the opening set. Here in set 2 naman, mas nahirapan sila nung umpisa. But midway, they created that separation. They pulled away. And once they were in the driver's seat, they made sure to carry along, ensuring to secure their 4th victory here in our tournament. Congratulations once again for St. John's Institute. Each game really matters here dahil top 4 teams lang ang magpo-proceed sa ating semifinals, which will happen on Friday. Arellano University with a 3-2 record. SJI 25-22, 25-17.
katropa, may mga biyayang darating. Ikaw, hindi ka makapili ng platform, pero mahahanap mo naman ang For You. Iba-ibang saya, iba-ibang biyaya. Ikaw, meron ding For You po.
F2 Logistics. We'll climb mountains and cross oceans to make sure we move your cargo as fast and safe as possible because your cargo is our business. F2 Logistics. Let's move now.
New Smart Power All. Choose your Only and your 5 gig app bundle so you can binge, game, or share it all. Plus 10 gig for all apps and 4 gig of 5G data. Power your next side quest with Smart Power All.
This MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. This player, Dana, has been delivering 4 consecutive double-digit production for SJI.
Yes, and as we can see, her variation of attacks and playing very smart volleyball, although they were challenged by Arellano, you know, she still dominated in these departments, especially in her services and her spiking.
Congratulations, Keira. The past 4 games, as always, double-digit yung production mo. How important is it for you to be consistent? Especially that, of course, you're the team captain at yung laro kanina, medyo na-challenge din kayo.
Na-challenge po kami. Pero, thank God na we prepared naman po and it was a good game naman po.
Congratulations on this win. Keira, is there anyone you would like to thank? Your family in Bacolod, your friends? Go ahead.
Shout out to my family out there sa Bacolod po. To our school, thank you for the support.
Thank you so much, Keira, and congratulations once again for your consistent showing here. So far, a total of 52 points, the scoring leader here in our tournament. Now, let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart's Power All 109. Power up your next side quest and get only TikTok or Facebook. Calls and texts, 10 gig for all apps and more. Switch and load now. Here in set number 1, we've seen itong panig ng SJI remaining consistent. Although, yun nga, medyo nagigising din ang Arellano led by Kahanap, but Keira Celis has always been consistent and reliable. 25-22 pagdating natin ng set number 2.
Okay, so as we can see, you know, the key skills that secured SJI's win is really their services, and as we can see, three key players sa panig ng SJI, Mirasol, Escultura, and Celis just really doing the works here as well. And ayun nga, their variation of attacks and just really playing very smart volleyball. But at the same time also, Arellano able to challenge them, you know, Kahanap leading the way and able to contribute some points. Unfortunately, fell short, but you know, they still should be proud of their performance against SJI. Pinahirapan pa rin talaga nila.
25-22, 25-17 was our final scores in terms of our attacks.
So as we can see, SJI being more dominant on the attacks in all departments, as a matter of fact, and especially the blockings and service aces, 11-1. Like I said, is the key skill that got them this win today, and is why they're also undefeated.
So SJI and UST, 2 teams with a perfect record here in our tournament. Coming up next, Pusong Azul, hinahanap ang kanilang unang panalo kakalabanin ang University of Santo Tomas.